What's good? Welcome back to Wix Wednesdays, where we highlight one Wix feature you need for your website. I am Dee of Develop Designs, a web and brand identity designer, where I help small businesses not only establish their business but build brands. In today's episode, we are focusing on the Wix app in general. Last week's Wednesday, I had B Love. Hey B Love, leave a comment that said I'm in the hair braiding industry. I got the app and I'm confused. So we are going to talk about what are the top things that you need to know for the Wix app for a service-based business. If that is you, go ahead, have a seat, pull up that Wix app, and let's get into it. So for this example, I am using a real client's Wix website to show you all, so there will be things blurred out for their privacy. Let's go ahead and get started. So for the home page, as you can see, you have your shortcuts at the top. For her, she has store products, calendar, proposals, price quotes. So as of right now, this isn't customized for her just yet, being that she recently transitioned from Equity over to Wix, but we're going to work on that with her. Next, you have your upcoming sessions. So she does have classes. If you have classes or anything where you need to utilize the booking app on Wix, this is where your sessions will show up. So anytime a client books, as soon as you log into the app, that's the first thing you'll see. And next is your activity feed, where anytime someone submits a form, subscribes, make a purchase, or anything as such, you will be notified, and you will also be able to see it on your activity feed when you go to log in. So that is the home page. As I mentioned, at the top you have your shortcuts. You can modify those to your liking. So right now the default is set for recently visited, and then if you go to manually, you can modify your shortcuts to add or remove any of the shortcuts listed. All right, so next is your analytics. Your analytics show your site sessions, meaning how many times have people visited your site. This one is automatically set for 30 days. You can change that to if you only want to see today, yesterday, last 7 days. As a small business owner, you definitely want to always just randomly eat, or maybe you could make it part of your schedule, but look at those analytics to see where you currently are and maybe what you can do to your business to improve over time. She just launched this past Friday. So since then, she's able to see how her website is growing over time. So you have your site sessions, your form submissions, unique visitors. Let me explain the difference between site sessions and unique visitors. So if I go on your site 50 million times, site sessions, it will show 50 million times. However, unique visitors, I'm just one visitor. As long as I have like a unique IP address, then it will just show one time. However, if I access your website from, let's say, a phone, and then I go and access it from my computer and then my tablet, all with different IP addresses, it will show 3 different unique visitors. As you can see here at the bottom, you have the option to add additional stats. So after I've added some additional stats such as spots filled, bookings, occupancy, total orders, new subscriptions, you can see them all here. And again, you can adjust this to your liking. Another important aspect that you want to keep track of or just check in regularly is the behavior overview. This gives you an idea of where people are going on your website, and then maybe they're dropping off. So you may have a lot of people hit your home page, and then it helps you understand, okay, once they're on your home page, where do they go from there? So for her, they check out her braided wigs, and then they check out a few products. But as you can see, people are mostly going to her home page, just seeing what she has, and it's not converting enough for them to go to her braided wigs or appointment section of her website. So with this information, and also for her, I will then go into the website and see where we can make tweaks and enhancements to better her conversion rate. Another key point in analytics is your reports. You can also set these up to automatically go to your email on a monthly, weekly basis, however you set it up. You should be going in looking at your reports, but if you want to do that on the desktop version, great. It is available through the app as well. And as you can see here at the bottom, monitoring tools, you have your alerts and email updates that you can set up to send these to you automatically. I'm going to skip over ad right now, and we're going to go back to it. So your inbox, of course, is where if anybody submits anything on a contact form on your website, you will see that information here. Also, let's say you've added Wix chat to your website and you don't actively see the chat, it will show up here as well. If you do have chat turned on, you will get a notification letting you know somebody just sent you a message via chat, and you can easily click on that notification and respond. You will also see that under inbox. For example, this one here that says visitor pound 6164. This is where I was testing out the Wix feature of her website before we actually launched. So this, as you can see here, from the chat, just wrote hey, and then you're able to respond with whatever you would like. So let's go to manage. So this looks similar to the website if you're familiar with it. I would say Wix recently, maybe like sometime last year, they changed the formatting and the layout of their dashboard. Um, I wouldn't say it's the most user friendly. It does take some time to understand where things are. So that's why I'm here to help you. So starting with getting paid, so everything under here is related to just that, you getting paid. So first we have your pay link. So let's say, for instance, she does braids. Let's say she did take walk-ins, right? And she doesn't necessarily have a payment system set up. She can go ahead and create a pay link for a customer specifically and send it to them where they can use that link and automatically pay her. That is what that is for. If you're a service-based business, one, you should be using the Wix booking app. But let's say you do take walk-ins and maybe you do not want to accept cash. This is an alternative. Invoices, price quotes, proposals. I won't go too in depth with those. They're exactly what they say. The same as you can send a pay link, you can send an invoice, price quote, proposal. Point of sale will also give your customer a chance to pay in person. As you can see here, it lists your products that you can add to the transaction. I'm just going to add one just to show you all. All right, then I'm gonna go to card. So once you have that information in there, you can select cash if you have the client giving you cash, or you could do card. Now for card, you do have to have Wix payments. Again, her site is fairly new, so that portion isn't set up just yet. Booking calendar, as I keep mentioning, if you're a service-based business, you should have a Wix booking. Here under booking calendar, you can see your calendar and give you an overview of appointments that you have coming up. And then you have your work schedule, which especially as an entrepreneur, there may be times that just come up where you have to take care of something tomorrow or next week, whatever the case may be, and you're not going to readily be available. You can easily do that from your phone. Adjust your work schedule so that people don't book when you're not available. Next, under sales, you have your orders, subscriptions, payments, and payouts. So the most important, I would say, would be your orders. That is if you have products. For instance, for her website, she do sell wigs, and we did a few test orders before launching the website. So you can see my test order here. This is what it looks like. It shows the product that they purchased, how much it was, if you have shipping, how much that was, taxes, if you was to refund them. In this case, the order was canceled because it was a test. You could see how much was refunded. Let's say that this was an actual order. I can see the shipping details of the customer where I can copy that information or modify it as needed. And then I can go in here and add the tracking information. Now, as an e-commerce business, or if you have any products on attached to your service-based business, then you do want to set up either one of the Wix apps or maybe a third-party app so this can be done automatically for you without too much manual work. So next is payments. So again, once anyone makes an order on your site, you can see payments, the payment provider that was used, and any additional information related to those orders. But as a service-based business or just a business order in general, you do want to make sure you're keeping track of your money. So from the app, it's easy to do so. Our catalog is where you have your store products, booking services, and pricing plans. So again, with her selling wigs, she's able to go in, see the current products that she have listed, modify the pricing as needed. The ribbon means if I want to add a ribbon to the product, so when a customer go onto the website, they'll see a little banner next to the product. Oftentimes, as you can see here, you'll put new arrival, new edition, sale, something to draw your customers' attention. And then you can see the additional info sections that we added on her website, basically showcasing her policies or anything additional that the customer needs to know or should know before making their purchase. In this case, she only has wigs, so she doesn't need categories. But let's say you do have categories because maybe you're selling wigs and hair care products and digital products. You can assign categories all from your phone to be able to manage those better. And then you can see your product options. Now, if you have several product options, I honestly would not recommend modifying these from the app. One, because it's easier to see on the desktop version, and also it's probably easy to just mess up something on the app, especially if you have a lot of different variations as she does. It's going to be very tedious, so just do that from the desktop. The option is available from the app, but again, I would not recommend it. Next is your booking services. So from here you can see all of the services that you currently have listed. And if we click into one, it shows the service information, how long the appointment is, how much it costs for your customer to be able to book that. And you can modify the pricing as well as the deposit information all from your app. And if you do have, let's say, a business where you have multiple staff, let's say someone calls out tomorrow or this person is now specialized in this new service, you can modify the staff members here. So when it comes to managing your business, using the Wix app from your phone is very convenient and much needed, simply because in the middle of you doing something for a client, let's say, you need to take care of business, basically, you can always just pick up your phone, do it real quick, put it back down, keep it moving. That's how easy this app is. Another great key point on the app is the email marketing. You do have the option to create an email and send it out from your phone. Do I recommend this? No. And the reason that is because there are limited customization options from the mobile version. So sometimes when you're doing it from the mobile version and you go to try to send it out, it may look a little funky. So if you have to, the option is there, but I would not recommend it. Another great one for service-based businesses is coupons. So let's say you need to run a sale, flash sale real quick, or you've inconvenienced a customer and you want to give them a discount for a future purchase, whatever the case may be, you can go into the app and create a coupon or a discount code, free shipping, whatever the case may be, quickly from your phone with whatever coupon code you would like. And it's as simple as that. Let me delete this before she see it, y'all. So let's get into adding. This one is probably the main thing that you're going to need this app for. So if you want to add a product, you can do so straight from your phone. If you want to add a session for someone, whether that's an appointment, class, or just block out your time, because we need some time block, you can just go in, select the customer, select the service, modify the time and whatever else needed, click book, it's done. So maybe you have a loyal client where they're already in your chair and they're like, hey girl, I want to book for 2 weeks out on this date. You can go straight to your phone while the client is still in your chair, do it real quick. They'll get an email notification and you're done. The next one is creating a service. If you wanted to create an appointment real quick or a class, you can do so from your phone. As you can see here, you cannot create a course. And the reason why is because the Wix course app, you have to upload like descriptions, titles, videos, pictures, and I guess they don't have the capacity to customize those. So as you can see here under add, also there are some additional options that we kind of already went over as far as adding a coupon, pay link, and creating an email campaign. You can modify this as well There's only two more options: price, quote, and announcement. So under settings, a good option to look out for is media manager. Let's say you have something, a picture that you uploaded to your site, and you need it real quick, but it's not accessible to you for whatever reason. You could just go to media manager and you can see all of the pictures that you've uploaded to your site. So as you can see here, as I was designing her site, this is all of the images that I uploaded. She could just go in, click, and save to camera roll to download, copy link if she wanted to share with someone, whatever the case may be. Another one under settings is your booking settings. As a service-based business, this one is important as well. You want to modify your default hours, the time that you open and close for your business. You can do so here. If, let's say, you just had a crazy customer, you're like, you know what, I need to update my policies, you can go straight in to the app to do that as well. So let's say you recently hired me to do your web maintenance, right? You will go here under collaborator to basically invite other people. You could assign them as different manager levels, admins, writers, whatever the case may be. Even if you have multiple people within your business and you need them to have access to your website, again, straight from your phone. Below settings, you have manage apps. I do not recommend adding this from the mobile app, and that is simply because once you add it from here, it isn't necessarily going to show up on your website because you have to go through the Wix editor to add it to a page on your site. So adding it from here doesn't really do a whole lot. So that is basically an overview of the app. Again, as a service-based business, if you're still like, oh, this was just too much, the main things that you want is one, that home page, just to give you a broad overview of what is going on with your business. Those are going to be the main key points that will keep you updated. And next is your analytics, just to make sure you're staying on top of how is your website doing and how you can improve it over time. And next, you have the add section, where you can basically add your products, sessions, services, whatever the case may be. Then you have your inbox, where you are going to communicate with your customers via your website as needed. Those four: home, analytics, add an inbox. That's all there is to it. Analytics, again, is mainly giving an overview of how many people are visiting your site, how many unique visitors, how many sales that you're making over time. Those are the things that you should care about in your business. And then the ad section, different ways for you to add your products, services, sessions, whatever the case may be, straight from your phone. So as you begin using the app, understanding what you need, what you care about for your business, it will come with ease. So I hope that helped you to be able to navigate the app a little easier. Be love. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to ask below in the comments. Also be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time here on Wix Wednesday.